Wheeler Brothers. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for having us,
man. Guys, hail all the way from Austin, Texas. How's New York been treating you? You've been here for a couple of days, right?
Love it. We got another show tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Or actually tonight.
Where are you guys playing tonight?
Playing at the Living Room.
Where were you guys last night?
Is that Pete's Candy Store?
Pete's Candy Store.
Yeah, we love New York, man. It's a good time up here. You guys know how to do it right, like that.
Sure. It moves a little faster than Austin, but it's good. It's a good change of pace.
Yeah, the weather's been great. I know some of you guys are runners. Have been able to go out and go for a run in Central Park?
Not yet. We just got in yesterday, so it's been, kind of blow and go since then, but it's definitely on the agenda for this afternoon. I gotta sweat out the hate a little bit somehow.
You guys have been on tour for a little bit and continuing soon. Anywhere besides Texas you love playing?
Colorado.
Colorado. It's all been really fun, actually. Even Iowa was a good time.
Yeah, we went to a town of 10,000 people, the Maharishi epicenter of the world.
Fairfield, Iowa.
If you ever get a chance to go, make sure you stop.
Wandered around. We went to visit some folks' homes there, and we walked in around 4:30, and they're like, "Well, we've got to go. What's going on?" At 5 o'clock, the whole town shuts down for transcendental meditation. We were just blown away.
Hell, Ty bought a meditation chair.
It's more of a tailgate.
But Colorado, by far, the weather, the venues we played were really cool. We played at the Little Bear and Evergreen and some other spots that were just really comfortable places. Yeah. At that place.
Is that lame that I'm wearing the shirt?
So, if you describe your music on your website as Austin indie vibe with a Texas full twist and twang, can you guys give us a little more insight into your music?
That's been the question since we got going about how to define it, and that's what we've collectively agreed on as our best answer. It's still in the works. Suggestions are
yeah.
It's just, we all come from different musical backgrounds and kind of all mixed it together. So I would say, just rock and roll with a little folk indie backbone. You said that. You came up with that, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know. I think coming from Austin and all having been born and raised in Texas, that's kind of a natural way for that to go. We all grew up hearing Texas music on the radio, and it's twangy, and then Austin is this epicenter for driving indie rock and alternative rock scene. So I think it naturally just kind of got mashed together accidentally by me and the boys.
Oh, you keep every song.
Electronic. Next album. I say we do a rap album, boys. Full on hip hop electronica.
So you guys are all over the place. What are some of your influences in your music, and what do you guys listen to?
Everybody's kind of all over the place on that one also, but I think, there's probably some bands we could all agree on.
There's a lot. Death metal, hip hop.
Especially in the long ride, we've been driving everywhere, so I think we're all pretty tired of
the playlist gets pretty sporadic on a 15-hour car ride.
Yeah.
I guess, backing up, you could probably say like AJ, spent time in Spain studying a lot of flamenco stuff, so he's, a really good picker and plays lap steel. Everybody else kind of grew up listening to all kinds of rock and roll, classic rock, and Texas
punk band.
This used to be Shane.
I was in just for years. I grew up in Houston listening to punk rock and hardcore music, and that comes out accidentally often.
So every couple concerts you break out into punk rock?
Yeah, some of the...
You guys have to hold them back from that?
Sometimes I can get pat on the drums at least.
We actually got him to take his shirt off for a show the other night.
Not all the way.
Pretty awesome.
I had an 80s moment where it was just
great usher.
Don't let him put it down. It was awesome.
You can dive into the crowd someday?
It depends how sweaty it gets.
You guys are brothers, Nolan, Tyler, and Patrick. How did you guys meet Danny and AJ?
We went to high school. Actually, we just grew up with AJ, and all of us went to LSU, and then Danny did. Became really good pals and started playing music together. Pretty much it.
We met this guy in the hallway of the dorm room. Just shit-faced drunk and naked. He ran into the wall and knocked himself out. So I helped him get into his room, but after that I was like, I'm part of this guy. He knows what's up.
we've been
friends ever since.
Been friends since, and that was literally the first day of college ever. I think it was like literally the first, like we had class that morning was the first day of college ever.
So when I go to college, start later next month, I should look for the guy shit-faced and running into walls.
I don't know if our experiences are the best yardstick for what should be done.
But that's a good guideline. Just if you find that guy, you'll have some good college friends.
At least have some good stories. Yeah, no, I guess we started, and then slowly, I guess Tyler came about a semester later, and Nolan about a semester after that. So we just kind of started piecing the band together and playing fraternity gigs and whatever bar would have us playing cover songs and
Bars that fraternity kids have.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no footage of that. Rough days.
And then you and I guess everybody started sitting down on the front porch when we were in college, just writing folk tunes, just banjo and acoustic.
Well, we lost the bass player and the drummer, so we're down to 2 acoustic guitars. Just sit on the porch.
Oh yeah.
A lot of red wine, a lot of porch sitting, a lot of long chess gaming. Crazy little nights.
It's famous for brothers not always getting along. Have you guys always gotten along?
For the most part, it's one of you I can't.
I mean, we all play different instruments, so that helps out a little bit. Only one trip to go get stitches so far.
Just one this year.
Only one this
The
year.
sad thing was that we had to catch our flight, and we obviously been drinking a lot of whiskey, so we beat the hell out of each other about an hour before our flight took off. So I never had time to go get stitches, so I had a lip that needed 4 stitches for about 12 hours on the airplane. People were looking at me, and
Dude, you
finally
look
I got
bad.
to the ER, and they were like, "When did this happen?" I was like, "Oh, yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning." You haven't stitched this yet? You know, like they were really
But
upset about that.
we got you on stage though. We literally got him out of the ER and into his drum chair like within 5 minutes before we started, I think, or 10 minutes.
It's in Baton Rouge, yeah.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yeah. Go figure that'd be back home. You
Yeah.
know, back in college.
We get along in general.
98% of the time.
For the most part, yeah.
Ferocious 2% though.
Right around 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm dying to know, how did you get the mohawk?
Well, these guys decided to shave it a couple of days ago, all the way to the straight razor.
Did you have much choice in this?
Yeah, no, it
Was
didn't.
that 2%?
Seemed like a good idea, you know, went for it, just have fun with it.
It didn't take much coaxing.
You want to do this one, right?
All right, man. Whatever you want to do.
I kind of like it, you know, it's growing on me.
He had a little amateur one going, and then we decided to get it reeled that down instead.
So it's turning into more of a punk rock now?
I guess.
I'm winning. I'm starting to ease it in, you know, one
Who's
haircut
next?
at a time.
We're the first folk picked up since we left.
And where are you guys headed next on the tour?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Never been.
Herndon and then Charlottesville.
We're doing, so it's Herndon, Charlottesville, and those are back to back coming up this Monday, the 2nd. Yeah. We're doing Herndon, Virginia, Charleston, South Carolina, and then over in Athens, Georgia, New Orleans, and then back in Tarpley, Texas.
Well, if you can't catch the Whaler Brothers on tour, you can catch them on their website, you can catch them on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. And if you guys have anything else to say to your fans,
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks for listening.
thanks for being on the show. For Tap Music, I'm Doug Geller.
This is a new song we're working on for our new album. It's called I've Been Around.
Said I've been around long enough to know you break me down. I will cry sheets of tears for 100 years when shit has all gone wrong. I've seen your cards, I've played your games. I know the next move that you're making. And every night, most every night, I got to thinking. Do I look like the fool that you're making me out to be? I said I've been around long enough that's all gone wrong. Time passes, your breath catches one songs you'd sing. My broke back is not bending enough for you. Oh, don't you wait on my telephone call. I'll take your letters down to the water. Sing bottles to the Gulf of Mexico. So do I look like the fool that you're making me out to be? I said I've been around long enough to know you break me down. I will cry sheets of tears for 100 years. Shit, that's all gone wrong. Long enough to know you break me down. I will cry sheets of tears for 100 years. Shit, that's all gone wrong.